Alright, we're back. We're going to play Turdz, a third game for their weekly open. This will be the last game we play against him today. And we got first turn. Well, some players would just play 6-2, 7-2, and 2. Or 6-1, 7-2, and 2. God, so many cards for 2. I think our hand sucks. They've got these really good 7-6 corners. They may not have a lot else, but they have these really good 7-6 corners. And we don't quite have the same. Now, if they do not have coverage, we could start in 2. I admit it. We can start in 2. But do we want to? Is that really who we want to be as people? It's not who I want to be as a person. Nah, it's not who I want to be as a person. I might have no choice, though. I might have no choice. So they have 7 down, 7 up, 6 left, 6 right. 2, 6, 4, 6 might sweep the top row. I should try to make the game a top row game. I should identify that as my sweeper and just try to play to that. And I can create a difficulty. If I play either of my nonsense up, down 6, 7s in 7 or 9, I think I'm thinking really well here. I think this is really smart. Bear with me. If I play either of those in 7 or 9, I have combo play if they capture from above, because my 3, 4, 7, 5 punishes 6s going up. So I have something they have trouble taking that I can potentially build off of. And I leave open the top row. I think 2 is bad. I think you don't want to play 2 here. I think we want to play to 2, 6, 4, 6 as a potential sweeper, and I want to get one of these shitty 6, 2, 7 things out of my hand, and I want to do it in a way that creates a problem for them. And I think the answer to doing all of that is to put it in 7. I also really like that 7, 2, 1, 6 sweeps 3 6s to the right. I potentially have a lot of play against that. So maybe I want to do it with 6, 2, 7, 2, so they can't take with a 6, 4, 7, 2 if needed. If I start with that and 7, maybe that's the better one to use. It feels weird, but there's no 6 that the 6, 2 part is actually punishing. 6, 2, 7, 2, and 7. Crazy, or it just might work. No, I think I want to do it with 6, 1, 7, 2. Because if they ever take with, God, what was the line? If they take it with a 7 up, my 6, 2, 7, 2 sets up a plus threat in 5. If it goes in 4, because 7, 2, 1, 6 then is 5. And I think that's the more important factor. So I think it is 6, 1, 7, 2, and 7. And I'm actually really pleased with this move. And I think he should go 1. And then chaos unfolds. Absolute chaos, I think. But meaning there are going to be a lot of really weak numbers facing out. Yeah, so Turdz did mention he's changing his mind really late on moves, which is a nice sign for me. So Reyes says there's only one possible move to start here, and if you don't play it, I will rage quit. I'm going to explain. 2, 6, 4, 6 sweeps the top row. So I want to leave it open. 7, 2, 1, 6 dominates going left. This is a starter I actually just feel really enthused about. I think it's a good starter. I think it's exactly what I want to be playing in a hand like this. It's a corner that creates real difficulties for him and leaves me multiple potential sweeper cards, right? It's very easy to imagine my 7-2-1-6 sweeping an endgame, and it's very easy to imagine my 2-6-4-6 sweeping an endgame. That's what I want. I want to sweep an endgame. I kind of threaten maybe in some world something in 8 next. Not sure what, but something. Very much not sure what. Maybe 7-2-1-6. Because if I put anything else there, my 7-2-1-6 might be dead. Rhea is complaining that I didn't start in 2 because there was a game where he was playing against Spade, and he drew 4 left-right cards and 1 up-down cards. No corners, just a horrible hand. And he started in, I think 4, but it could have been 6. Anyway, we got this position. We both calculated wrong. We calculated the same, different things completely wrong. We both thought this move should win, but it doesn't because it doesn't flip enough cards. But we both didn't count a different card in the combo. And Ray ended up playing it, and it won. And we were both like, oh, oops, that won. But like, we both completely missed why it won, and for very different reasons, which I thought was funny. Like, I didn't realize a card wasn't flipped back by the combo back. He didn't realize it was flipped in the first place. It was all very silly and poor calculation. And he is asking me, did I learn nothing from that game? When you're filled with the up-downs, you gotta do the up-down celebrating starter. But it ain't me. It ain't me. Alright, so for the records, Wazzup Turdz game 3, and I started 6-1-7-2 in 7. And we'll fill that in as we go. Alright, he does opposite corner. Okay. I don't want to fill 1 or 2 because I still think 2-6-4-7 has really powerful potential there. So maybe we're just going to go in 8. Maybe we're going 8. Interestingly, if we did this, he has nothing left that's not comboable, right? If we play something like 6-2-7-2 and 8, the only capture he has is 5-6-4-4. So if we did 7-2-1-6 and 8, the only capture he has that's not comboed, no, there isn't one. All his captures are comboed. And if he goes 4, we have 1. Can he go 6 and set up 5? That needs a 4, that needs a 4, that needs a 6, that needs a 5. Sorry, not 4, 6. Can he go 6? I don't think so. I think 7-2-1-6 and 8 is weirdly hard for him to meet safely. Weirdly hard. There's some tricky lines. All right, there's some tricky lines. So if he goes 7-2-1-6 and 9, I plus wallet, I flip almost everything. But he has 5-6-4-4 and 5. And I have 4, but that doesn't flip back that much. It's not quite good enough. I can play 6-2-7-2 and 4, and that way I get, I think, a tie. looks like a tie. But no more. I really want to go 8. 8 just feels like, this is it. This is my move. And if I'm gonna go 8, I want 7-2-1-6 out of my hand. I think I'm gonna go there, but I think it doesn't quite apply enough pressure. But I really like it conceptually. I just think it's not quite the move I want it to be, but it's so close. It's so close. So what did he play? He played, what's the card? 3, 6, 4, 5, 3. I played 7, 2, 1, 6, 8. All right. What's happening in the chat? In the Fun World Cup, they're calling it the Dominion Cup. Indeed, it never will come. Good jokes, good jokes. Huh. Ray had a very different plan for me here. He wanted 6, 2, 7, 2, and 6. Might have been better. This is tricky, though. This is tricky. I think one way to create winning chances, and the reason I think I'm happy with how I'm playing this game, is if you have combo potential against everything, it is really hard for someone to keep considering it. Like, I'm not saying this is the case, but let's say 7, 2, 1, 6, and 9 is Turdz' only tie. It is a hard move to play, because it is hard to keep calculating that move after seeing 3, 4, 7, 5, and 6. It feels like a disaster. And so it is easy to spend time on other moves, but it can be hard to get started on a move, right? You start looking at 4 and you're like, he combos me. You look at 9, you're like, he combos me. You look at 6, you're like, I can't set up anything in 6. And you end up like making some kind of vague move in 2 or something like that. And suddenly that could turn out to be a really bad move. And you want to force those vague moves. So yeah. But yeah. Ray points out my main plans all went out the window. 7216 going left, clearly not happening. I just played it as just a card. 2646 sweeping the top row, a lot less likely to happen with one of those squares removed. So my dreams of how to win this game are not really what's actually occurring. And I suspect I will not be winning this game. That said, I think he has to... Wait, he can play 5, 6, 4, 4, and 6. I thought he couldn't 7, 5. Oh my god, what are we doing? What are we doing? I mean, I should be fine there. I can play 9, he goes 5, I go 4, and 2, 6, 4, 6 takes enough cards that like we should be fine. But just totally missed that he could maybe I was scrolled here. Nope. The 4 is always on screen. Yeah. Now it gives me a same as well. No, he can't play on 6 because it gives me 3, 4, 7, 5 and both 5 and 9. I leave them both open. He can't do that. Okay. Ignore me. I'm just hallucinating. It's funny, when you see something late, you're always like, oh my god, that must ruin everything. Nothing I have thought makes any sense. This move counters it all. And whether it does or not, you gotta, take a breath and check. because I did not just take a breath and check, and I assumed it was just really bad for me, and it's totally fine. Alright, so he's low on time again. He takes his time to think. I really like to make my moves with like 90 seconds left when I feel comfortable. I really don't want my time to run lower. You know, if I'm not fully comfortable at 90, I'll take that little longer. But I know if I let it run down to 20, there's the chance I, like, what just happened? I see a sudden problem, I panic, I do another move I haven't thought out. And so for me, I find it useful to not let time run this low unless I'm really struggling. And there are other people who I think use the full time and use it well. But yeah, he just timed. Huh. Well, because I'm recording video, we do have the we do have it. I didn't have to screenshot. I was gonna screenshot, and then I realized I don't really need to, because I can check on the video. But I'm really curious how I played the previous games. For the records, our hands were, what did we have? I had 6172, 7216, 6272, 3475, and 2646, our glorious sweeper. And he had 3645, which he played. He also had 7216, he had 7632, he had 6472, and the last card was 5644. Okay, I remembered it. That's a good sign. Turdz' end said it had 20 seconds left. Well, not sure what to do with that. We could probably get the position back. So I do know what the cards were. But it's a pain to wait till one of us has the right first turn. And Dalamar's not around to cancel games. So I'll see what Turdz says and run with it. We'll see what he says. We can not count it, or I can check with the solver and see what was happening against his best move. I don't want to open the solver on this game until we've made some commitment, because if I know what the result is, this is obviously, suddenly I will be perfect in all positions, and it will not be due to my play. So it could be like, it says it's winning, but I wouldn't have found the win, or it says, you know, I don't think I was winning, but like, the move. Alright, well, he's saying I have to decide. That's a pain. So my instinct is I want to know what he would have played, and I want to know what I would have done against that. And there's not a great way to do that, but that is my instinct here. So I'm sending messages to that effect. He was going 7-6-3-2 in 4. Oh, well, wasn't looking at that. Does that give him combo play anywhere? So I probably am going like 6, 2, 7, 2, and 9 there. Guess is 6, 2, 7, 2, 9 would be my move. Everything's running so slow. Sorry about that. Sorry about the drama here. What's happening? Okay, that went weird. And it's not sending my messages quickly. Well, I'm going to input the hands, but not open the solver. And I will put you over, screen's going to go black, but I will put you over to the solver window. And if the solver comes on, you'll know I've switched to it. This is to guarantee that I don't forget to switch you over shortly to the solver if we go look at it. First, I got to check rules. All right, same wall plus wall combo. Oh, I had changed it. Well, that'll do because same wall won't come up. Okay. So his hand was 3, 6, 4, 5, 7, 2, 1, 6, 7, 6, 3, 2, 6, 4, 7, 2, 5, 6, 4, 4. And my hand was hopefully functional here. 6, 1, 7, 2, 7, 2, 1, 6, 6, 2, 7, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 2, 6, 4, 6. And once we put this up, we'll see if that looks correct. Because that's what I think it was, but we'll have to see the visual if it looks right. Always got to check the visual. Sometimes I put numbers wrong. 6, 1, 7, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, 7, 2, 1, 6. This looks right. And then he was going to play. So I thought the best move, incidentally, was 7, 2, 1, 6, and 9, which is a tie. And the line I calculated was this, which ties. I believe correctly ties the whole way. Yeah, okay. He wanted to play 7, 6, 3, 2, not there, in 4. And the correct result is tie. Just out of curiosity, 6, 2, 7, 2, 9. He has 2 moves that tie. They're in 2 and 6. What are they? There's he can capture, and this looks like the natural continuation. Or he has the creative tie of here, which would not have seen coming. All right, so we're gonna try to continue tomorrow. He was asking what I thought he'd play. I've said 7, 2, 1, 6, and 9, which did also tie. We both found ties, quite different ties. While we're here, let's check out the previous games. Yeah, while we're here, we'll check the previous games. So this game, actually, while I have it open, did I close it? No, I did close it. It's open for you, but when I close it but don't replace it with anything, it just stays there, which is kind of weird. Anyhow, what was the previous games? First game, red hand, 2, 1, 6, 7, 5, 3, 6, 6. I was pausing for a while inputting these, but instead you're just gonna have to suffer through it. Nope, that was not the hands from our games. That was the hand from the Adi Akiyama game. 3, 6, 6, 4, 7, 1, 6, 4, 6, 3, 7, 2, 6, 6, 4, 3, 4, 3, 5, 7. That was his hand, and my hand was 4, 5, 6, 4, 6653, 1557, 3574, 5626. And we will boot that up out of curiosity. All right, he started 36641. I played 4564 and 5. It's going to be very slow calculating this, but it should do the later moves quickly. He played 7164 here. I have a 3 moves that tie. Did I find one? I played in 3. Yes, I did find one. Oh, good for me. All right, that feels a lot better. If I only had 3 moves out of 24 that tie, I think, yeah, I only have 1 move that ties here. I have to play in 2. And then he just went the simple way. And nope, I didn't do it that way. I did it this way. Okay. I'm going to give it a little longer so it can finish calculating this position. But it seems like it thinks this was a clean game, which is good because it was complicated. So I did not feel very comfortable this game. Yeah, it's saying here I'm definitely the one under lots of pressure, and here I only have 3 ties. But I found a pretty creative one. And I think it's about to... No, it's really taking a while on this. All right, we won't know on the first turn, but I can't imagine I was winning here. So we'll close that game and pop over to the next one. See what it thinks of game number 2. These were from the last video, if you watched that one. This game, he had 6445, 3674, 5616, 3664, 7534. Is that right? Yeah, that sounds right. And I had 6356, 3665, 3176, 36. No, I had 3647. I listed 3637. Oops. And 6246. That sounds right. Again, really important to double check. I do try to for all games I input. But I knew I would be looking over these right after. I started 6356 here. He played the surprising 6445 in 4. And I thought I should go 3665 in 1 after, and it was winning. Big blunder. Big blunder. I played an 8, and now he's under a lot of pressure, but I'm not winning. He plays in 6. Yeah, I had 2 winning moves, multiple cards in 1. Alright, this was really poor. I played in 3. These are the right cards, yeah. He played in 2. There's many ties. I played in 1. Yeah, I thought right after I should... Alright, bad play on my part. In the 2 weeklies I've played since returning to active play, I hadn't made any mistakes. This is a little bit of a bummer, because it's nice to have a streak going of really good play. But this would have been a winning move, and it makes so much sense. My cards... It's just so hard for him to ever put anything in the left row. I don't... Poor play from me, but that's okay. And 3 ties. I should say... Okay. You know, poor play for me doesn't mean he didn't earn his tie. It just means I made a mistake in a position where I'd like not to make a mistake, because it was the move I was immediately thinking I should have played that, and I very clearly should have. So, not great, but also he did a nice job of making it tricky. As I've said in the past about Turdz, I think he, from lost positions, loses much more rarely than just about anyone else, which is really interesting and worth studying. I should try to figure out what he's doing so well there. But that's going to be it for today, and hope you enjoyed these games. Cheers.